You gentlemen have used the word Serbs. I never have. The aggressor in this war I consider to have been Belgrade, and Serbian, not Serb, as a nationality, but Serbian as citizens, or in this case as a regime. I actually do not only acknowledge, but I do have sorrow for all the victims of the war. And I also should remind you that there were many Serbs, that is, Serbs as a nationality, who defended Sarajevo and who defended Bosnia and Herzegovina. Probably one of the greatest heroes, if not the greatest hero of defense of Bosnia and Herzegovina, is a Serb ethnic Bosnian and Herzegovinian general, Jovan Divjak. There were many others in the government. Now, so I have no qualms about honoring the memory of all the victims, but we have to distinguish between a fascist policy and one that engaged in ethnic cleansing and genocide to create ethnically pure territories. And all the talk about what the United States and the Western European countries are doing in the region, I may agree or disagree, but that's not relevant as to the issue of Srebrenica. It is not relevant as to the issue of what Belgrade tried to do, which is after Yugoslavia fell apart and after Bosnia and Herzegovina reluctantly went ahead with its independence. Most of these crimes, including Srebrenica, happened. And I should also point out that Srebrenica is the one that stands out the most, not because of numbers. There were even higher numbers of people killed in places like Prijedor, in Visegrad. Srebrenica stands out because of a commitment made by the United Nations and NATO to defend it as a safe zone and a protected area, but it was not. And that's where I'm critical of the United States, and that's where I'm critical of Western Europe and NATO, because they have so easily passed on this responsibility to the Dutch indirectly, to General Mladic and his forces directly. But what about their betrayal of Srebrenica? So if we want to talk about what the West was doing on July 11th, the anniversary of Srebrenica, that's where we should focus. And in effect, what amounts to a betrayal, if you want to call it hypocrisy, I'll be happy to go along with that. But in the end, I think Bosnia must recognize all the victims. And I have made the point of always recognizing Serb and Croat and so many other victims who were of mixed ethnicity, as well as Bosniak or Bosnian Muslim, because that was my responsibility, and that is the only moral thing to do, is to see all of these citizens in the same light. But as an official of Bosnia, I cannot see in the same light those who would seek to destroy Bosnia, dismantle it, and create ethnically pure territories from it. And that's the only differentiation that I must focus on here.
Okay.